Petrus Oud Bruin coming at you with a beer review. It's been a beautiful day today. We spent time working on the yard and then relaxing on the back deck as soon as the shade hit back here. Really nice. It's time to start emptying the cellars. That's what I've been working on. So today we've got the Petrus Oud Bruin. This is actually a 2013. As I said, it came out of the cellar. It's made by Bavik De Brabandere, if I'm saying that right, out of Herelbeke, Belgium. So there you go. That's my best attempt. It is a Flanders Oud Bruin, and it's oak barrel aged. It's 5.5% ABV. Now, if you're not familiar with Flanders beers, they take an older beer, they age it like roughly 18 months, and often that is a sour-based beer. And then they come back with a fresh beer, and they put the fresh, sweeter beer on top. And then they'll age that together for a period of time, but most common like around another 6 or even sometimes 9 months. So it's the older sour with the fresh sweet, and you kind of get a light sour beer. So let's get this cracked open and give it a try. Well, this is coming out looking more like a Oud Bruin or a brown ale. It actually has a decent little head on it. You know, they usually go away with this style pretty quickly. And we've got, it's kind of a brown on top, and the lower where it's thinner, you've got the red hues coming through. Kind of not quite a cranberry because it's mixed with the brown. So let's get a nose on it. Wow, okay, you get the sour immediately, that there's a sourness on there. You get a hint of some cherry on it. And you definitely get some of the oak on it right away too. You get a little bit of that Belgian yeast, and you get like a little bit of some sharp vinegar on it as well. So kind of interesting, and you get some sweet tones coming through. So it's an interesting blend. A little bit of fruit and sweetness, but definitely you got that tartness coming through and some cherry on there. So cheers, let's give it a try. I am pleased to say it is better on the taste than it was on the nose. I was a bit concerned. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. It's not going to be the best Flanders Red or Oud Bruin type style that I've had. I do enjoy the Flanders styles, and I'm kind of getting the feeling that they're much better a drink soon after being produced and put into the stores. It has some earthy tones to it for sure. You do get a light vinegar presence on there. You get some of that tart cherry type flavors, a little bit of sweetness on it, but it's a very light sour. And actually, if anything, to be honest, has a little bit of that Flanders brown taste to being almost a little bit bland, to be perfectly honest. There's just not loads of character on it per se. I think some of that oak character comes through, and it kind of tones things down, you know. I think it tones down some of those sweeter flavors, some of those nice fruit flavors. So it's not as bright. I mean, when you think of these Flanders Reds, even the browns, you get these more bright flavors and bright fruits on them, something that's very pleasurable. Yeah, it's an interesting style. I mean, it has some of those fruits. Like I said, the cherry is the most predominant flavor, a little bit fruity, just a very light tartness, very effervescent. It doesn't show it, but you really get the carbonation underneath, and kind of a light medium body on there. I'm going to take a little time with this, come back, and we'll give some final thoughts and numbers. I got to tell you, taking some time with this as it's warmed, I usually think of this as a cooler, bubbly type beer, but as it's warmed, actually those cherry flavors have really picked up, and the oak character is really kind of balanced out nicely on the beer. Very pleasant. Easy drink at 5.5% too. Yeah, I was really concerned that the age was going to be an issue, but I don't know. The way it's drinking right now, I think it's done rather well. In terms of numbers here, on a Flanders Oud Bruin, it's like a Flanders Red, Flanders Brown type mix. It's a nice beer. I'm going to give it some cred. I'm going to say that in terms of style, I'm going to give this an 88. It's in a very good category. I do like those brighter, sweeter flavors, some bigger characteristic, but this was an inexpensive beer, and this is really nice actually for sitting on the cool porch, so very good. Overall, I'm going to drop down a little bit. I do enjoy Flanders Reds, but I'm still going to say it's in that B to B plus range. I'm not going to change a whole lot. I'm going to go 87 overall. Now that it's mellowed out and I've taken some time, it's drinking quite well. If you've had this, I'd love to hear what you have to think about it, and if you've had it fresh as opposed to aged, please let me know how you rate this beer and what you think. It is the Petrus Oud Bruin. This was the 2013, and this is Kevin at Clemens Homebrew saying life's too short to drink cheap beer, and I'll see you on the next beer review.